Hello students, I hope that all of you are fine in a good health. Today, inshallah, we are going to summarize the objectives which had been covered within week 7, lesson 9.4 volume. By the end of this session, you must be able to find volume of rectangular prism, volume of triangular prism, find volume of a pyramid, and number 4, find the missing dimension if volume is given, and finally apply volume of prisms in real life problems. First of all, we will summarize the math vocab related to volume. The first vocab is the prism. A prism is formed by two parallel congruent bases, two parallel congruent polygonal faces that called bases connected by faces which are parallelograms. And the most common example for prism is the rectangular prism, which is same as your tissue box. If you hold the tissue box between your hands, you are touching actually the two parallel bases of the rectangular prism, and each one of them is a rectangle. That's why do we call it rectangular prism. The second vocab is a pyramid. A pyramid is formed by a polygonal base and triangular faces meet at a common vertex. The faces are triangles and they meet at a vertex. This is the common property to different the most property to compare between pyramid and prism. Pyramid has a vertex on the top and prism has two parallel bases. The formulas which we are going to use is volume of triangular prism equals base area times height, volume of rectangular prism is base area times height, and we can use length times width times height. Volume of any prism is base area times height. On the other hand, volume of a pyramid is 1/3 times base area times height, which is height of the pyramid. We will go to solve some selected exercises from your textbook, page 485 and 486. Exercise 1, a cooler is in the shape of rectangular prism. What is the volume of the cooler? Round to the nearest tenth if necessary. Look at the figure. Let's figure out the given. The length of the cooler here is 22 inches. Its width is 12 inches and its height is 10.5 inches. And volume of the cooler, which is volume of rectangular prism, equals base area times height, and the area here and the base here is rectangle. Area of rectangle is length times width times the height of the prism, and I prefer always to underline the height of the prism. Substitute by the given, it will be 22 times 12 times 10.5, and you have to convert the mixed number 10.5 into improper fraction to be able to simplify or multiply or whatever. 10 times 2 is 20 plus 1 is 21/2, and then we can simplify easily by dividing by 2 equals 1 and 12 by 2 equals 6, and then multiply 22 times 6 times 21, which is 2,772 cubic inches, and no need to round here. This is whole number. Let's go to exercise 4, same page 485 in your textbook. Find the volume of the given figure, round to the nearest tenth if it is necessary. What is given here? Let's take a look at the figure. This figure is triangular prism because it has two parallel bases. Each base is triangle. So the base area will be area of triangle. What is formula of area of triangle? It's half times base times height. Here is the base of the triangle. This is the small b, base of triangle. And 4.1 is the height of triangle. And this 5.1 is height of the triangular prism, which is the underlined edge. And I prefer to write all of the given down on my draft to not to get confused while simplifying, while substituting in the formula. So volume of the triangular prism equal base area times height, and volume of the base, which is triangle, is half times base times height of the triangle. It's half times 2.6 times 4.1 times height of the triangular prism. And you can simplify, divide by 2 equal 1 and divide by 2 equal 1.3, and then multiply 1.3 times 4.1 times 5.1. The product will be 27.183. And the question asks you to round to the nearest tenth. So I'll underline the tenth, arrow to the digit to the right. The digit to the right here is 8. So I have 2, and 8 is more than 5. So I have to add 1 to the 10th digit. So the volume of the triangular prism is approximately equal to 27.2 cubic meter. The unit of volume is cubic unit. We will move to exercise 6. Find the volume of the figure, round to the nearest tenth if it is necessary. What is this? This is a upside down pyramid. This is upside down pyramid, and we need to figure out the given. What is given here? This is the length of the pyramid. This is the length of the base of the pyramid, which is rectangle. So this is L, the length of rectangle. And what is this? 3 yards. 3 yards is the width of the base of the rectangular pyramid. And this is the base of the pyramid. And this dashed red line is the height of the pyramid. This is perpendicular on the base, forming right angle. This is the height of the pyramid, 3 and 1/3 yard. Write the given down. Do not to get confused while substituting in the formula. Volume of rectangular pyramid equals 1/3 times base area times height. So it will be 1/3 times base area, which is length times width, times the height of the pyramid. And you need just to switch the places. Keep 3 near 1/3 just to simplify it easily. By dividing by 3 equal 1, divide by 3 equal 1. And here we need to convert the mixed numbers into improper fractions. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2, 14. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10. And multiply normal multiplying of fractions. 14 times 10 is 140. 3 times 3 is 9. When you divide 140 by 9 equals 15.555. This is repeated decimal, and we need to round to the nearest tenth. So underline the tenth. It's 5. Look at the digit to the right. It's 5. So I'll cancel this 5 and whatever to the right and add 1 to the tenth. the volume of this rectangular prism will be approximately equal to 15.6 cubic yards. And now we will move to other objective, which is how to find a missing dimension if the volume is given. So the given here will be volume. This is exercise 7, page 485 in your textbook. A triangular prism has a height of 5.9 meters and a volume of 86.376 cubic meters. What is the area of the base of the prism? Let's write the given on the draft. The given here back to exercise 7 again. The given here is about triangular prism. The height of triangular prism is 5.9 and the volume is given 86.376 cubic meter. We require to find the base area. Directly type volume of triangular prism, which is base area times height, and replace the volume by the given value, which is 86.376, and the height of the prism is 5.9. Now we got an equation of B. B here is the variable I want to solve to find the B. To isolate B, we need to undo the operation between B and the coefficient, which is multiply. So I need to divide by 5.9 for both sides. So B equals 86.376 over 5.9, and to divide by 5.9, we need to convert the decimal into whole number by multiplying by 10. Why 10? Because here we have only one digit decimal. And similarly, as multiplying the denominator, we have to multiply the numerator also by 10. So base area equals 863.76 divided by 59 equals 14.64. So the base area of this triangular prism is 14.64 square meter, because the unit of area is a square unit. This is exercise 8, textbook page 485. A rectangular pyramid has a height of 9.5 centimeters and a volume of 494 cubic centimeters. What is the area of the base of the pyramid? There is no figures given, so I have to get my given outside on the draft. The height of the prism here is h, which we supposed to divide it always. The height of the is h, and the volume is given here. It's 494. What is missing? It's B, the base area. This is rectangular pyramid. So volume of rectangular pyramid is 1/3 base area times height. Just substitute directly by the value of the volume. The value of the volume, replace it by the given value of the volume, which is 494. And just replace the height or substitute by the height. What did we get? We got 1/3 times 9.5 times B. We can just rearrange it. It will be 494 equal 9.5/3. And to solve this equation, we need to isolate the b. The b here is the variable. So I need to get rid of this. And it's better to divide 9.5 by 3. We will get 3.16b. Now we need to solve the equation. 494 equal 3.16b. b here is the variable. It's multiplied by 3.16. So to isolate the b, we need to divide by 2 and do the multiplication by multiplying by the coefficient, which is 3.16. We'll divide both sides by 3.16. 3.16 by 3.16 equal 1, and b equals 494 over 3.16, which we have to divide. By dividing by decimal, we need to convert it into whole number first. This is 2-digit decimal, so we need to multiply by 100 to get rid of the decimal point. Similarly, multiply the numerator by 100. We will get 49,400 divided by 316, which is 156.32. And when we round it to the nearest square centimeter, we will underline the 6. Look at the digit to the right. It's a 3 less than 5. Just cancel it. The area of the base of this pyramid is approximately equal to 156 square centimeter. We will move to exercise 9 on the same page. A glass stand to display a doll is in the shape of right triangular pyramid as shown in the figure. The volume of the stand is 202.5 cubic inches. What is the height of the stand? Let's look at the figure to highlight the given. This is triangular pyramid, and the missing dimension is the height. This is h. The height of the pyramid, the underlined h. And look at the base. What is this base, teacher? How does this base look? It's triangle. This base is triangle. This base is triangle. This 9 inches is the base of the triangle. And this 9 is the height of the triangle. The height is always perpendicular to the base. Here. The height is perpendicular to the base. And the missing is the height of the pyramid. What is volume of pyramid? Volume of any pyramid is 1/3 base area times height. We will go directly following the same steps. If the volume is given, I'll replace the V by the given volume, which is 202.5, and just substitute 1/3 as it is. What is the base again? We said here the base area is area of triangle, which its base is 3 is 9, and the height is 9, and the height of the prism, the height of pyramid is missing. We will keep the volume 202.5 will not exchange it until we get the equation. We need to simplify these numbers with each other. I'll divide the denominator here by 3 equals 1. Divide this 9 by 3 equal 1. 3 times 9 is 27. 27 over 2. And when we divide 27 over 2, we will get 13.5. So 202.5 equals 13.5. 202.5 equal 13.5 H. Now we got an equation of the variable H, teacher. We need to solve this equation by isolating the H. 13.5 is multiplied by H, so undo the operation. We will divide by 13.5, so H equals 202.5 over 13.5. To divide by 13.5, I need to convert it to whole number by multiplying multiplying the numerator by 10, similarly numerator by 10, so H equals 2025 divided by 135 equals 15 inches. So this missing height is 15 inches. And now we will move to applying volume of prisms in real life problems. This is exercise 11, page 486 in your textbook. Sasha is mailing a photo box that has the dimensions shown in the dimension shown in a rectangular box that is 12.5 inches long, 4.2 inches wide, and 12.5 inches tall. If one bag of packing material holds 75 cubic inches of material, how many bags does Sasha need to buy to fill the space around the photo? Oh, this is real life multi-step problem. I need to reread it again and figure out what should I do, and begin with the given. Sasha is mailing a photo box that has the dimensions shown. This is the length of the photo box, and this is the width of the photo box, and this is the height of the photo box. Very clear, it's rectangular prism. And Sasha is gonna mail this photo box inside rectangular box. Rectangular box which has 12.5 inches long and 4.2 inches wide. So this is length and this is width and 12.5 height of the rectangular box which Sasha is going to keep the photo box inside. If one bag of packing material holds 75 cubic inches, oh, here is keyword. Cubic inches refers to volume. So this question is about volume. How many bags does Sasha need to buy to fill the space around the photo box? So Sasha is mailing this photo box, which is shown in the figure, inside a bigger rectangular box which has these dimensions. And the question is about the space. And how many bags of packing material does she need to fill the space around this photo box inside the rectangular box? This is about volume. So directly we will write the formula of the volume. Find the volume first. Step, find the volume of photo box. Its length times width times height. 7 times 2.8 times 9.5 equals 186.2 cubic inches. And what do we have else? It will be kept inside the rectangular box, which has length 12.5, width 4.2, and height 12.5. When you multiply the three dimensions, the product is 656.25 cubic inches. And when she put this photo box inside the rectangular box, there will be space. Let's find the space. The space around the photo box is volume of the rectangular box, the bigger one, minus the volume of this small photo box. 600, which is 656.25 minus 186.2 equals 470.05 cubic inches, of course. Cubic inches. So step 4, the question is asking about if one bag of packing material holds 75 cubic inches of material, Sasha will use the material to fill the space inside the rectangular box around the photo box. How many bags does Sasha need to buy to fill the space? So we need to divide the space by 75 cubic inches equals 6.267 cubic inches. 6.267 bags. We will divide the volume by number of cubic inches to get number of bags. But do we have 0.267 bag? Can I find number of bags in decimals, or number of bags is always should be whole number, teacher? Yes, it should be always whole number. So we will, or Sasha will get number of bags, which is whole number, directly just greater than the 6. So number of bags of packing material Sasha needs to buy is 7 bags to get the material to fill the space around the photo box inside the rectangular box. And now this is the last question which we are gonna solve. The cargo bed of commercial truck is shaped like rectangular prism. The dimensions are shown. Billy has 80 cubic meters of mulch to take to his house. How many trips will he have to make until the mulch is at his house? Let's look at the figure. This is the length of the cargo bag. This is the width of it, and here is the height. And Billy has 80 cubic meters, and cubic meters is a key word which leads us to volume. So this question is about volume. I read the question again, as we used to do while solving the problem solving. The cargo bed of a commercial truck is shaped like a rectangular prism. The dimensions are shown. Billy has 80 cubic meters of mulch to take to his house. How many trips will he have to make until the mulch is at his house? First of all, we should understand that this is the 80 cubic meters is the volume of the mulch, which he's gonna use this cargo bed to move it to his house. So the 80 cubic meters will be divided by the volume of cargo bed to figure out how many times this cargo bed will be filled to finish the whole mulch and take it to the house. So step 1, find the volume of the cargo bed, which is rectangular prism, length times width times height, 3.5 times 2 times 2.1, which is 14.7 cubic centimeter. And we said we need to divide this cubic meters, the 80 cubic meters, by this volume to know how many times does it need to be moved to the house. So 80 divided by 14.7 equal 5.44. So how many trips? How many trips does it need to be taken to Billy's house? When we talk about how many trips, it is about whole number. So he cannot go to 5.44 trips. He has to go 6 trips to complete whole number of trips to his house. So Billy needs 6 trips to take all of the mulch to his house. That's it. I hope that you got how to find volume of rectangular prism, volume of triangular prism, volume of pyramid, and how to find missing dimension, base area, or height when volume is given, and how to apply this in real life problems. And now you have to go to your book and begin solving these exercises by yourself. Thank you very much and good luck. And thank you and good luck and stay safe. Thank you very much.